Hi, back again, 4.3c. We'll let y equal to e to the x. Then we know y prime equals 2 e to the x because the derivative of x is just 1. So if we integrate 2 e to the x dx, we just have 2 e to the x plus c. Okay. We also know if y equals to e to the 2x, then y prime is 2, and we leave e to the 2x, and then we take the derivative of 2x, which is times 2, which gives us 4 e to the 2x. Okay, so if we were to integrate 4 e to the 2x, what we do is we keep the 4, we keep the e to the 2x, but since we're integrating, we're going to instead divide by the 2 plus c. So we have 2 e to the 2x plus c. And that is what we started with right here. Okay? All right, we're going to use that same thing in doing a different problem. Okay, so here's an actual problem that we're going to work with. We're going to let f of x equal 5e to the negative 0.2x. Okay, let's draw that on a graph. I'm going to draw that quickly. Okay, f of 0 is 5. So let's put that as 5. F of 5 is 1.89. So this is going to go right about there. Okay, and then f of 10 is going to be 0.68, which will be way over there. So this thing's going like this. Okay. Now, if we say we went to f of negative 3, all right, we put in a negative 3 in there, and it's going to go up here. Okay. I'm not calculating it out. All right. What I'm trying to show you is that we'll be asked questions like they want to find the area on the interval from 0 to 2. Okay, so from 0 to 2 would be something like this. Okay, so we're going to integrate from 0 to 2, 5e to the negative 0.2x dx. So we have to integrate this. So we keep the 5, we keep our e to the negative 0.2x, and then we divide by our negative 0.2. Okay? And then we're going to do this from 0 to 2. All right, so we're going to put in the 2 first. 5 over negative 0.2, e to the negative 0.2 times 2, minus 5 over negative 0.2, e to the negative 0.2 times 0. Okay, 5 divided by negative 0.2 happens to be negative 25. E to the negative 0.4 is going to be 0.67032. All right, now here we have a negative times a negative, so we have a positive 25. And this becomes e to the 0, which is just 1. All right, so when we put these together, we end up with 8.242. All right, so that was that area right there from 0 to 2. Okay, so with the same problem, they'll say, all right, let's integrate it from negative 3. So part 2, they'll say, okay, let's go from negative 3 to 2 this time. So we're going over to negative 3, and now they want all of this. Okay, so we're going to integrate from negative 3 to 2. Now when it's above the curve, it doesn't matter if it goes on this side or that side. It will all be a positive number in the end. That works out just fine. Okay, so we're integrating 5 e to the negative 0.2x dx. Again, we integrate this, we get 5 e to the negative 0.2x, and then we divide by negative 0.2, and we're going from negative 3 to 2. All right, so we do the same question, and you can figure it out on your own. Just wanted to show you that they'll ask you different intervals, and the answer comes out to be 28.79. Okay, so let's talk about marginal costs. Take this away. Okay. We know if we take the marginal cost of x, all right, that equals the derivative of the cost function, okay? So, if we want to find a cost function, we know we can integrate the marginal costs. Okay? All right, so here's an example. If we have a marginal cost function, which is 20 minus 0.5 square root of x, all right, where x is going to be between 0 and 100. All right, and the question is to determine the total cost of 80 items. Okay, so the total cost is going to be, we're going to integrate from 0 to 80 of the marginal cost, square root of x dx. Okay, so integrating this, we have 20x, 0.5 is just 1/2, all right, and this is x to 1/2, so we add 1 and get 3/2 and multiply by the reciprocal, which is 2/3. Okay, we've done that before. All right, so we're going to say we have 20x, that cancels out, minus 1/3, x to 1.5, because that's what 3/2 is, and we're going to do that from 0 to 80. All right, this 0 goes over there. All right, so when you do that, in the end, you will find the total cost is going to be 1,361.49. Okay, need to show you one more thing for your homework. Okay, if they tell you, oh, they made a mistake in your homework, by the way. They said something like MC of 0 equals negative 400. And this is for problem number 9. They meant to write, I'm sorry, MC of O. They wrote MP of O. They meant to write P of O equals negative 400. So they made a mistake in the book. All right, so what you'll need to do is you're going to be integrating 40 minus 0.02 square roots of x dx. And when you do that, you're going to find out your plus c is going to be minus 400. Again, if you do this and you get a plus c because it's indefinite, you're going to have a c, and c is going to be negative 400. So to actually do the problem, we're going to be integrating from 0 to 80, and then we're going to minus 400. Okay, so there's a little hint for you. Okay, to do number 10, read example 6. And feel free to write me if you have any questions. Okay.